We are live Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, happy hump day of the week.
I didn't get the alert. Oh, there we go. There we are. We're live now.
We're live.
Yeah, we are. There's a little bit more of a delay today for some reason. Hey, what's up? Silly Smooth FPV brand Ariel's Rhode Island's wrong guy. Congratulations. I'm glad you got that skin that you won when I give away that Air 2S skin. Take your time putting it on. You can peel it off and put it back on. Just make sure the surface is clean. Who else is here? Classic, Ron, Third Eye View. Drone Shots was here earlier. I guess he'll be back. Hello from Shelton, Connecticut. Everyone is having a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Silly Smooth FPV. Welcome to the stream. We don't do a whole lot of FPV stuff. I do most of the FPV stuff, but every now and then we get a decent story FPV related. We appreciate you coming in. This is my first time seeing you here. What's up, Herman? How's it going?
Well, I'm here and I am alive and well. I made it through the weekend. Well, you know, I was down on the Jersey Shore.
Right.
Gotta, spend some time with the family before I gotta dedicate the next few months to spanking New York City in high school football.
Yeah. I hope you guys get a three-peat this year. For those of you who don't know, Herman, it's Phantom Flight 101 is a defensive coach on Erasmus High. And up until before COVID, it's me, Daryl Hickman. I think it is.
Oh, it's Daryl Hickman.
What's up, man? Coming in incognito. And I'll remember that, Daryl Hickman. But they had won 2 years in a row. And then COVID hit, and then nobody played. So now they're getting back to the football season, high school football season here in New York City, the 5 boroughs. And right now they're 2-0. And I hope they're going for a three-peat. Right? If they get a three-peat, that'll be real nice.
Well,
Herman to have 3.
We put the work in and we get it done.
Yeah, I hear you.
The kids that we get a great group of kids that come into the school. A lot of them are, they know to get what they want, they gotta be dedicated to their school books. So a lot of our kids are actually graduating early and going into college. And we're getting a lot of kids into college, and that's what it's all about. Getting to the next level of going to school.
Now you say you can't hear that. I want to do a test real quick. If everyone in the chat, I know there's a 5 to 10 second delay, but I'm trying to set up sound effects. I'm going to count down 5, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to hit a button and not say anything. And I want to know if you guys can hear it. Give me a 1 for yes. Hey, Blind Neil, a 1 for yes, you can hear it, and a 0 for no, you can't hear it. Okay. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. I'm going to try again. 3, 2, 1. And if you heard anything, put a 1. If you didn't hear anything during that dead space, put a 0. So I'll know 2. Thank you, Daryl. 0. Ron says 0. So it's back to the drawing board. I have this soundboard set up, and apparently it's not set up right. So damn. Let me see. You know what? I might be able to play around with it during the live stream.
Can you hear it?
Who knows? I can hear it. Voice meter can hear it. It's going through the meter, but they cannot hear it.
Hold on a second. Now it was what? 1 if you can hear it, or
1. Listen, see, they could hear the second one. So maybe the first one's low. Okay. Now that's interesting. See, they're going 0, 1, 0. So I guess they did hear something. 0, 0, 0. All right.
I didn't hear anything.
I know you can't hear it on that end, and that's messed up because I have some sound effects here. Even I even pushed in the second one came through. So this one came through.
You know, I think I would be kind of scared to park my boat there.
Let me press it again and mute my mic and make sure that you guys aren't hearing it through my mic. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it. I give up.
Don't hear a thing.
The second tone came through. Yes, we heard it. Okay. So it lets me know that these that I have, these effects that I have, are maybe too low in audio. And I need to, maybe I need to crank them up a little. Brant Ariels, turn on your hearing aid. You no, see, they will figure it out. We will figure it out. We want to be able to get a super chat or someone donate. Somebody call Lawrence's nephew tech support. He's not here now. He's not here. My tech support's not here.
That's your tech.
What was I gonna do? I was gonna I know what I was gonna do. Since Herman is not monetized, guys, and we're trying to get him monetized before the year is out. I've taken it upon myself. Herman has not asked me to do this, but I've taken it upon myself to flash his PayPal link every now and then, randomly throughout the stream. So don't think where we are soliciting here. I'm doing this on my own reconnaissance. Wait a minute. My PayPal. Hold on. I thought it looked bugged out. Hold on a second. Ignore that one.
Wow, he's doing good.
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me do that. But anyway, what's up, Herman?
And you turned down my idea with the water bottles. Here
it is. I'm sorry. I went to my page and I automatically saw the link, and I just copied it from my page straight, not thinking what I was doing. But I have the link here. So please, if we can support them, very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Those guys, I don't think I will be making it to spin up, to be honest, but I'm still trying to make a plan to get back up to damn Rhode Island so I could fly some of those cliffs FPV style.
Spin up is, I would love to go to spin up, but spin up is
nothing for me, right?
The day of or the day after. I know it's the week of our first playoff week, and I'm not going to be able to make spin up.
Herman, they were right. They said it was in the mail. Hey, Il Smeghead, how are you? Thank you.
Smeghead.
Now, you guys want to hear something stupid? You want to hear something really stupid? I ordered something from Pyro Drone, right? And I ordered one at $3.59, and at exactly 4:03, I ordered the second piece, right? Now, one said it'll be arriving on Monday. One said it'll be arriving on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. But Monday, I got a text from the post office, United States Postal. You can get texts on the progress of your package, that both packages had arrived at my local post office, which is a few blocks away. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I got the part early. So Monday comes and only one package came. And then I get a text saying that my package was forwarded. So I'm like, uh-oh. It was in the post office. Where are you forwarding it to? I contact the post office. The first day I went, they were closed. They're supposed to be open until 5 o'clock. They closed at 4. So I went the very next day, and the lady says it's been forwarded back to Brooklyn. So I'm like, well, okay, why did you send it back to Brooklyn? She said, well, the only time we forward something is if there's an issue with the address. I'm like, but both packages have the same address. Both packages say they're going to be delivered on the same day. Why would you send my package further away from here? So she says, well, I don't know why, but when it's time for it to come back, it'll come back. I'm like, huh? Well, anyway, to make a long story short, the package is here on Wednesday.
Okay.
I don't get it. Welsh Rob watching the live stream on a big screen. Big screen.
Welsh Rob,
What's
what's
up, Welsh
good?
Rob and
Good.
Johnny Drone Flyer?
Johnny Joe Fly, what's up, man?
Bill Coast to Coast. What's good? Blind Neil. I hope all of you are well. El Smeghead, keep putting out those videos, man. I enjoy your videos. They're very entertaining. Austin, Texas has cliffs. Third Eye says, Austin, Texas has cliffs. He's trying to get us to go to Spin Up.
What happened?
It's Third Eye wants us to come down there to Spin Up to Texas.
Oh,
But
like
anyway.
I said I bought the ticket already. I just had a problem that Spin Up happens to be the weekend of our first playoff week.
Right. And if you guys expect
Or if there's any, believe me, if there's any change in the schedule,
yeah,
you know,
I hear
and we get a bye, I'm there. But I don't know if they're, you know, if they're doing the bye, because they did away with it a couple of years ago.
Well, I would definitely like to make it. It's just that's a little far present situation. If you must know what it is, I don't know if you can see it through the paper, but it's an actual.
If you bring it close.
It's an actual stack. Hold on. I can't see the window to see what I'm looking at here. Let me.
If you could just bring it closer, you're fine.
Right there. There we go. A little bit closer. Flight controller and ESC, 48 amp ESC. Anyway, don't just book your flights on Spirit Airlines. Recovery One got jokes. Hey, Show is watching on the big screen, texting and chatting to people on his phone. That's what's up. We appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to click the like button.
What's wrong with Spirit? Other than the nickel and dime you for everything.
And like I said, randomly, I will be posting Herman's PayPal link until he does become monetized. We need to see what your numbers are at. Yeah.
You know what's some craziness? I told you I took my comeuppance this weekend on the learning curve with vlogging and videoing with this whole setup here with all of the this and the that. And at first, I thought it would be an issue of time to get it done.
Yeah.
But I actually got the time to get it done and no one complained and it went off well, except all of the audio is screwed up. So I have flight footage and I have footage of up and down, you know, the boardwalk, Maury Piers, or some of the concessions, the rides and everything. But all the audio is crap. So I just got footage.
Well, that's sad to hear.
So I'll put together a little video
all the time. That's as bad as recording a vlog and forgetting to cut the drone off. Yeah. I get it. So now what gets me is it is 5:13. Oh, Tom's coming in. Okay. I didn't have that window up. I was watching, listening as I set up. Hit that like button. Johnny Drone Flyer. I think you're gonna have Adrian Mateo and someone else. I forgot. I'm sorry. And another guest on Gary. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny Drone Flyer. Hey, what's up, Tom?
What's going on, Tom?
Hello, gentlemen. How's everybody doing today? Everybody in the chat. Good to see you all.
Well,
yeah, it's hump day. It's hump day.
We're making it. How's it going on your side?
It's going, man. It's going. I officially put in my papers to retire. My last day of work.
All right.
September 30th.
You signed the papers to finally hang up the fireman's hat and
First day,
retire.
hang up a 40-year career with the fire department of New York. First day of retirement is October 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got to start spending their money now. Okay.
Congrats.
Well, I'm sure that won't be too hard.
Time to do time.
Yeah. Time to get everything together, and it's a big move out west. A lot going on. Total upheaval, and there should be people you can pay to do this.
Hey, Tom.
Okay.
Really quick. Recovery One says, someone tell Tom to give his grandson his T-shirt back, or has Tom been in the gym?
Dude. Okay. Don't comment on my man boobs. Okay. What do I got to wear black on this show? Okay,
Listen,
just
I'm
to look
about
slimmer.
to just go from the head up pretty soon.
Dude, look, the head up.
said-
I'm just losing everything there too. So what difference does it make anymore? Okay.
Yeah, this is true.
Here's what
Give it a
happens,
light.
guys. As you're, those younger years, be as vain as you can, because in your later years, it doesn't make any sense anymore. Okay, so
You're 100% right about that.
leave the
Tom.
vanity behind.
Sure it does. It makes for great comedy some places.
Look, I going through everything in this house, I hardly remembered I had white T-shirts, brand new ones in the drawer. I'm gonna be like my old man, you could open up his top drawer in his dresser, and he had all the flannel shirts you gave him for Christmas over the last 10 years, still in the wrapper.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Well, look, congratulations to your
Thank you.
to your retirement, and
Thanks, everyone.
started
in the
out
chat. I
right
appreciate it.
with an e-bike ride and a drone flight. And
Well, I got to get the wife's e-bike repaired. We had a bit of a mishap with
Everybody's
our.
all right. Oh
Yeah. Oh no, everybody's fine except my wallet.
You broke it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but no, what happened was we were headed up to Massachusetts, and we had
hey, Eddie
two
Nunez,
bikes,
Little Llama.
the two bikes on the rack, and the outer bike, of course, had to be her bike. Basically, the mount that grabs the crossbar slipped, and the bike was only attached to the bottom platform by the tires. So it just started to slip down going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And one of her, of course, her right handlebar with the throttle and the Shimano shifter, that basically I used the blacktop as a grinder for about a mile or two. So, but I got all the parts, called Rad Power Bikes. It came to a total, I think, in parts, it was only like $60, but now I got to go over to the local bike shop and see if he'll piece it together. But I'll probably entice him by 2 tune-ups.
Hey, Ray Kelly, what's good? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Eddie Nunez, she finally came, that 6-inch Chimera, the one you have, the 7-inch, I think it is. Yeah, this is the 6-inch version. I had it upside down. Oh, it's backwards. Oh, there we go
again.
It's proper. What happened?
Here we go.
Oh yeah, El Schmeghead. Yeah. In fact, there was a nice article out. I'm trying to think of where it was, but another article came out, I think it was yesterday or today, talking about the U.S. Forest Service. Their Forest Service and fire department getting together, their incident management team getting together with the New York City Fire Department. We have a detail out to the West Coast right now, helping to fight, some of the fires out there. And our incident management team from New York is out there with them. And while they're out there, Fred Carlson, one of our founding members in the robotics team, he's a lieutenant, and he took it upon himself to go over with the other incident management teams from different places in the country, even from as far as Alaska, working together out in California right now, going over the drones that we use and how we use them and how they can use them more effectively. So there was an article today. I gotta, I'll post it to I'll try to remember and get it posted up to the Facebook site on
Yeah.
those guys.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And there's some good stuff out there with public safety using drones. And we want to be completely supportive of public safety using drones because that's the good story that gets told, right?
Yes, we
Okay,
always do those stories.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
but that's the narrative we want to try to get out to the public is, the use of drones is beneficial. And plus, I don't know, it opens up such a world, right, guys?
Yes, it
I
does.
Oh,
mean,
yes, it does.
I
Yes,
always
it
mention
I
about
just dropped a
education,
video. I just dropped a video
education.
yesterday of Rhode Island, and you know what's great is yeah, getting to share that, but also going through and reliving it,
Mhm.
and that's part of the editing process, right?
Mhm.
So you're going through it like Lawrence. You just, I mean, these guys over here, they've been dropping videos left and right. Damn, nobody can keep up with Eddie. Eddie's
know,
got
right?
what is Eddie got? Eddie's got a travel log that's like a daily travel log now. Okay. But what's great about that is we get to relive that great weekend over
Yep.
and over again from
Yeah.
different POVs, right? From each other's eyes, so to speak. And that's what's really cool about this. And seeing Ray's stuff out there and
I agree, Ray.
communicating with the guys up there, Michael Blade and the whole cast of loonies that are up there in Rhode Island, because we all seem to share something, a lot of fun, a lot of passion for this stuff.
Well,
That's
we
true.
got to
Oh,
share
thanks,
our
Ray.
love.
Appreciate it.
We got to share our love and passion for flying, and everyone
Yeah.
got to illustrate it in their own way, shape, and form.
Yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely.
their style, and that's what made it very interesting because each video, even though they were from similar spots, each video was different.
Well, and it's funny you say that because we look at videos, everybody video from the same part. We all were at Colony Point Park, right?
We all went
And
to the same places,
We
right?
all would see that part.
Eddie says he's done.
Yeah, okay. That means him. I
He's got
gotta
3
start
more?
planning for the next adventure. That's what that means. Okay.
No, but it's just how everyone
Herman.
can see that part differently.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. We all went to the same places, right? With very few exception. We all hit up the same places, but our videos are all different. Okay, that's what's great about this. That makes it a lot of fun. Okay.
That's true. That's true. I wish, in fact, Rhode Island, he's in the group, he's in the chat here somewhere. Rhode Island drone guy, he was asking, when are we going back up there? And I would like to try and get back up there sometime around October, just before the season starts to turn for the worst, to be honest.
I tell you what, man, that's, think about the fall and the changing colors and some of that scenery you saw there.
Exactly.
And now that scenery you saw start to add oranges and browns and yellows and reds and,
exactly my point.
Especially over by those cliffs. I mean, that's got to be stunning over by Jamestown and all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there were spots that a lot of people missed. It wasn't until Monday morning, that we thought to hit up Battleship Cove. I mean, it wasn't in Rhode Island, but it's a skip right. I think it was a whole 20 minutes away.
Okay.
We hit up that, and there were so many spots you could just pull over. Especially down in Newport, just driving around on the coastal roads. We found a boat ramp to pull over. We found a little beach area to pull over. And the other thing was, why Rhode Island's so inviting, Lawrence, is because we did not get one iota of hassle.
The people.
Not one.
The people, man. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The people of Rhode Island, they gave us a great time there. Not once did anyone, I didn't even hear the word drone unless it was somebody going, "Ooh, look, a drone." That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. There were no Karens.
Sure,
Fortunately, there were no Karens in Rhode Island. I didn't
No,
experience.
we had a lot of
I ran
curious
into.
people. We had a
Right,
lot of curious
right.
people, and they would stare, they would look. But the best thing to do in a situation like that is, hey, want to see? Take a look. Want to see?
That's what you do. I did it all the
So,
time.
Ray,
That
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very
So
true.
it's a blast. I mean, so there's look, you know, think about it. You're very fortunate over here. You can bounce around from state to state over here with very little effort, except for getting out of New York City. Once you're out of New York City, you
And
usually
through Connecticut.
got a straight. Well, look, okay, New York's bedroom community. You mean Connecticut? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Connecticut was the issue. New York was not the problem.
well,
Yeah, we got
we
out of New
left
York
so late.
okay.
We didn't leave till like 4:35 p.m. on Monday. And I'll tell you,
Rhode Island drone guy says they have Karens, but they just ignore them.
yeah, well, oh, you know what it is? It's population density. I
Yeah.
think our number of Karens per 100,000
Yeah.
is so
It's
much
a lot
higher.
higher. It's a
Okay,
lot higher.
so
I
yeah,
agree.
our density,
Yeah,
our
there's
Karen
more-
density level is much higher.
We have more.
That-
We have
Yeah,
more
that's
sticks
something
in the
we should
wrong
start
places
reporting
here.
on, the Karen density level for
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
It should
the Karen
be,
factor
you know
is
what?
multiplied a few times.
Exactly. You know what? I'm thinking that, damn, shit, maybe I shouldn't speak about these out loud. I'm thinking about adding that to UAV forecast. Okay.
What?
We'll get one of those
Karen
boxes.
density?
Yeah. You get on the screen, you'll get the Karen density.
The Karen
up here
sighting.
also.
The Karen
Yeah.
sighting.
Karen
Right?
density in that
Okay.
area?
You know what? That would be funny. Just like what do you remember that app, Herman or Tom, that you could mark where you fly at and show that it was safe, and you could take a picture to show the area where you're flying. Well, if you took that app and had Karen sightings, you could mark that
Oh
spot
no,
as an actual Karen sighting.
I'll tell you, you know what? Citizen app would be smart to add that to Citizen app, right?
Could you imagine?
Right. I
Yeah.
bet you there'd be a lot of dots, dude.
In New York City, in the
There'd be
five
a lot of
boroughs, here,
dots.
yes.
Yeah.
Karen
Yes,
spotting.
Yeah.
We got Karen spotting over here on Canal Street.
Dude, so yeah, we have road rage and we have a speed limit of 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what that means in road rage? You can actually hold an entire conversation with the other motorist while you're still driving. Okay.
Mhm.
And be heard at 25 miles an hour. Okay. So that I think is a little more dangerous.
Well, I
But
had
yeah,
an incident, Tom, where a woman cut me off, and just like you're talking about, to having that conversation, I tried that, and she called the cops.
you can't. Yeah, you can't win. And by the way, guys, brake checking at 25 miles an hour really doesn't have any impact. Do you understand that? Okay. So, and now they've added new speed bumps, guys. I don't know if you've noticed this, but these speed bumps
Yes,
are different
they
than the
have.
old speed bumps. The old speed bumps covered the entire width of the street.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
The new ones,
Or
you
only
could
in the
actually
middle.
drive them perfectly with your wheelbase, unless, of course, you're in a smart car, then you're screwed. But you could
Right.
drive these with your wheelbase and not go over the bump. The bump's only in the middle between your
Yep.
wheelbase.
I don't know why they did that.
And that's
Yep.
actually it's more for sanitation and the cops and but you got to be perfectly aligned for that. And unfortunately, in this city, how can you be perfectly aligned on a two-way street when you have two people double parking directly across from each other? Okay. So look, the best analogy I can make for local, out of borough traffic
Mhm.
is it's an obstacle course.
It's not good, man. Speed bump, pothole, speed bump.
And you need to be in a truck or four-wheel drive because you're
It
going to
doesn't matter. You tears up.
Well, the
That's
worst thing
and
is,
your
I
bushings
tell you,
on that too.
my brand new 4-wheel off-road pickup truck, okay, with special suspension reservoirs for the suspension. is making it a little easier, but I grimace each time thinking about that little smart car or the little Fiat going over the Fiat 500, hitting those same things. Those little wheels, man, on those little cars, they just get lost in these potholes. Okay. I'm waiting to see one flip. Okay. So, and now, of course, we have the Revel scooters.
Those have turtle
we have
mode?
the Lime scooters. We have, it's a free for all. It really is. I think it's like driving the streets of Bangkok now in Brooklyn. Okay.
Tom, the smart car doesn't have turtle mode?
No.
It will need it. Yeah,
It should, right?
Little arm comes out, tosses you back up, right?
It should have freaking turtle mode.
You know what they actually look like? You remember the old telephones that your grandparents
had? You pay the three junkies on the corner to help you turn over the car, one or the other, you know? Yeah.
But yeah, that was I had a good weekend, you know, down on Jersey Shore. Like I said, that no one had any problems flying.
Where'd you go specifically, Herman?
Well, we went to Maury Piers, but I found a little spot on the beach to go and fly.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was out there, and no one bothered me. No one said anything. A couple of people like, "Oh, a drone! Look!" And you know, but I only had one person, or I shouldn't even say person, came over to check it out. These people had their dog out there, and he took off beeline for the drone. Just as I start up the propellers, he comes running over, and he looks down at it. He sees the propellers are spinning, and he looks up at me like, "Yo, turn it off so I can get it."
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Well, at least he was smart enough. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't stick his nose in. He saw it was spinning, and he was like, "What's that? Turn it off so I can get it."
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, fortunately, he was smart enough to stop and say that thing looks kind of dangerous. Because I've seen dogs do get curious, and dogs do try and bite the props.
Oh, the 2S.
The 2S?
Yeah.
You're traveling light these days, huh?
Well, I had the family.
Camera though. He had a camera with him, so with the Ronin.
He's got his rig with him. Okay.
Yes.
I had the family.
Got his rig.
Oh, you had the Phantom too? So he had the Phantom, the 2S.
So I had the family with me. So
family. So he couldn't
light.
fit the Phantom. He had to take the family instead. He had to make a choice there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if they didn't need to have their clothes there, I could have put the Phantom.
Yeah, but when you travel with the family, you got about 3 weeks worth of clothes for a weekend trip. Okay.
What I don't understand is the bag of purses. We're going for the weekend.
Dude, it's not just a bag of purses. It's the bag of shoes where no matter where we were, here is the comment I heard each and every time.
Very nice.
Oh, you know what? I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I should have worn the others. I'm like, I'm in a truck. Just leave them all in the truck. You can choose from them when we get to the location. You know?
Now you're not helping.
Yeah, no, I wasn't helpful. I wasn't helpful at all. Yeah, that conversation didn't go over well. Right. Yeah. But you have to say it anyway, and you have to deal with the repercussions because that's the stuff. If you hold it, you get a heart attack. You understand that, right? So
I've heard that one before. Now
it's like a tea kettle. You gotta let it out occasionally. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. But
hey, listen, I saw guys and everyone in the chat. There's if you go up and search CNN Film School, okay, CNN the network, CNN Film School. There's a great article up there that just went up a day or two ago about drones going where humans can't. And it does highlight some of that volcano footage. Okay. We've been seeing. It highlights
read the chat.
The waterfall drop. Okay. Ray, this is coming from, I changed subjects real quick. So Ray, yes, retirement is nice. Ray's been retired longer than most people have worked, by the way. Okay. But Ray pulled his retirement 3 times back. Okay. So Ray, I'm going to try to beat you on this one, man. I'm not pulling no papers back this time. Okay. I don't want to try to beat your record, dude. So I'm just going to go out quietly. Otherwise, they're going to make me go anyway soon. So what's the difference?
Well, Ray,
I'd love to keep you.
Ray, if I'm right, Ray, are you down?
Thanks, Johnny.
Because I saw some pictures of some warm water. It definitely didn't look like New York murky water.
Yeah, Ray's still in Florida. Ray's in Florida.
Okay.
No, Ray's a snowbird, dude. Ray's doing the ultimate, Long Island to Florida, back and forth.
Back and forth.
And he's too happy a guy to even care about that drive. I mean, he's probably, knowing Ray, he's got his own fleet of ferries bringing him back and forth.
Tom, you gonna do back and forth thing?
You know what, Herman? I am gonna do some, but not to the level that Ray probably does it. I mean, we're gonna come back a couple of weeks in the spring, a couple of weeks in the summer, a couple of weeks in the fall.
Okay.
Probably our base of operation will be upstate, near the Catskills, near Hunter Mountain area. We're gonna get we're gonna get a seasonal campground up there and throw a nice travel trailer up there.
Okay.
And we'll come in that way. This way I don't have to pay property tax to this the Empire State.
It's funny you say that because I've gone to places and I stayed in places where people actually have that. They're like their trailer is there when they come there, that they know where home is for that week or so, and then they're going back to wherever it is that they actually live.
What was right before the pandemic, January before the pandemic, my daughter had purchased a travel trailer. She's up in Upper Dutchess County, right on the Connecticut-Massachusetts border of New York State. And they bought a travel trailer in the campground we're actually looking at is over in by, like I said, Hunter Mountain, Tannersville area. And incredibly affordable. And when we went up to visit during the pandemic, it was so nice that they were able to go up there, on the weekends, a great escape for them.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully wooded area. They have electric, they have water hookup, and they have a sewer hookup. Beautifully wooded sites. And when I went up there, my son-in-law had built out an entire outdoor kitchen. And I was like, I don't understand. Why would you spend that effort? Don't you have to take it down? And he was like, no, they can occupy the campground full time from April 15th through October 31st. But off season, they can only make day visits. Okay. Very affordable. It was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll get a site here in which we're in the process of doing, but not right near them, elsewhere in the campground. My daughter and son-in-law will look in on it for us, use it if they need it. And, like I said, we got a base of operation to come into New York, because when we figured out, we could do Airbnb, we can, hotel, but why not do something that's more comfortable?
Right.
And then that's a 2.5 hour drive down to the city. We got a lot of relatives up in the Orange County area of New York state. And, so we got someplace. Like I said, you guys are always welcome to come out to Vegas. If you come out in July and August, we won't be there. Okay. Just so you know. Okay. Just putting that out there now. Okay.
Well, why not?
Well, that's because we're going to be hunting for 75, 80 degrees, dude. Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to, you're not too keen on the 110, 112, 150.
No, that's when we let the solar panels, store up some additional energy during those months. Okay. I'm gonna buy one of those Tesla batteries, and in July and August, it'll power me the rest of the 10 months. So
That would be the ideal place to build a total solar home.
it's everywhere
In
out there,
Arizona.
and you know what it is, because the energy prices are so low out there. It's not the thing everybody does, because you have so much. You got solar farms, you got solar thermal generation plants, you got wind farms, you got Hoover Dam. So
Yeah,
electric out there is a fraction of what it is here.
And out there, I believe California uses most of that from the dam.
Yeah, they do. They get the largest share of it.
Mhm.
Okay. And then Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, it goes on from there and there. Everybody's got their hand in the till out there. So,
Well, Tom,
But-
I know how much you like those one-shot videos.
man, are they incredible or what?
Yeah, some of them have been very nice. A lot of them. I just come across one by this gentleman, Nicholas Crystal. Where he has what they call an epic FPV one-shot video. And that's also what I like about the video, is that it has the making of the one-shot video.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he starts off the video, and it's actually flying at his father's house. This is how the video starts off. Now, like I said, he did the making of the video. That's him standing on the roof of the house. And this is a nice property his father's got here. Now, if anybody wants to check that out, Lawrence, you can put the link to that in the chat. They have the actual making of how they did this.
Yeah, I like those
pretty-
videos, right? I really like the behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah, it was
because you
pretty
want to,
simple.
yeah.
Not as complex as some of the ones that we've seen in the past, but because of where, I guess, his location of where he's standing,
He had
made
to
it ideal
stage.
for what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Well, what I got a kick out of is the donkey.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to give away too much here. I don't want to be the spoiler, but there is a donkey, guys. So paint your own picture there. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I sometimes, when I watch these videos, I'm already dissecting them and like reverse engineering them, how they
Right.
do this, how they do that. And then when you see the actual video
Mhm.
and how they did it, it really paints the whole picture. It's a lot of fun.
Right. I like how they showed that. Most of the guys that have done them in the past, they don't get to show you. They haven't showed you how they did it. I think the last couple of ones that we did have, they did show how they did it, like the one in the stadium, and the one I was thinking was it the bar one, or was it another one? No, the school. The one they had at the school.
Right. They did the one at the school through the entire, up the stairs and outside, and and then into her bag at the end. That was cool.
And this
That was
one
cool.
here, he went into showing everything that he did to make this happen.
Yeah.
Lawrence, I think you should try one. You're muted.
Oh, I would really, really like to try one of those. What you would have to do to plan one, that's where it would be fun. Just getting everything to sink in at time, and like he had the guy driving on the ATV. Like you said, Tom, the funny part was actually the donkey, because the donkey's like, oh, hey, hold on, what the hell is that?
What's that giant hornet, killer hornet coming at me? I read the news. He's thinking, I read the news, goddamn it. Where's that killer hornet coming?
Yeah,
right? Get stomped.
Really?
Really?
Well, you know what, Lawrence? After watching a couple of these, you start to get better understanding of how you can actually do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Lawrence, don't worry. That was a carbon fiber frame, wasn't it? No.
Huh?
I was gonna say, don't worry, that was a carbon fiber frame. It's indestructible. Every
Yeah,
FPV
right.
pilot, every FPV pilot. Oh yeah, no, you got to come over to the dark side. These are indestructible.
Carbon fiber, it'll crush everything inside, but the frame will stay intact.
Yeah, the frame.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You'll be able to pick it up in one piece. Is basically what we're talking about. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, good.
But I put
That's
the
funny.
link to the movie because there
Yeah.
are actual other clips on this video, but that was the particular one that Herman had emphasized. So the link is right there.
That was the video, his actual one shot.
Right. That was the full
Yeah.
length. And then he
Yeah.
goes into the making of it clip by clip. Yeah.
It's lengthy. They get into how, and this is what I was saying to you. After watching some of these, you now have a better understanding of how you can actually do your own. Because
good night, El Smeghead. Have a great evening.
Thanks for stopping in, man.
Yes, thank you, man.
It's look, if you have it, if it gives you the initiative, they're basically laying out a blueprint for you. So
right,
but it's a lot of work.
I mean, a good vantage point.
And a one shot is never a one shot. A one shot is usually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 takes.
You get it
until you get it right, and you hope it's in the single digits. Okay.
Yeah. This is true because I come to find out, and it's funny because flying FPV is. I do it the same way. I approach it the same way as flying a camera drone. I go to a spot, I survey the area, and then in FPV they do what you create a track where it's one continuous run all the way through until you get it right going through, and it's you plan it out basically.
Well, see, Lawrence, what I'm saying, not to cut you off, but with the one shot like you're talking, you're the pilot, right? And you would have for each of those little transition scenes that you want to see an effect of, you want to get the audience attention. You have a specific director for that specific spot. And they have to be able to see what's going on as well to communicate amongst each other. Now it's coming towards you, and stuff like that. And I think it's possible. When are we going to start?
That's it. You got to put it together. You got to write that storyboard, write that script, write the storyboard. Okay.
Right. And the key thing is just like we make our videos, we kind of coming from New York, a lot of people think we're a little overboard when it comes to doing videos, but we tell stories when we create our videos. We tell stories with the music we use. We tell stories with everything that you see, just like on television, everything that you see, they want you to see. It's all well scripted.
It's done with purpose. Hey guys, I do have a breaking story that I think we should cover. All of us are aware of the battery problems we've endured with the Mavic 2 series, with the bloating and all. They were having some issues with the Mini 2 batteries earlier this year. And basically, DJ, with the Mini 2 batteries, basically, the auto charging capability that they have built in there, it was becoming unstable. So as a result of that, of course, DJI issued a firmware update, but they also went ahead and doubled the warranty period on batteries from the 6 months to a full year. If you have a Mini 2 and have experienced battery problems, don't despair. Go ahead, put in a service ticket. I know some
people that have a 2S that are experiencing battery problems as well.
Again, this press release that came out from DJI was specific as to the Mini 2. I've gone through it myself with them with the Mavic 2 Pro. I actually got them to replace 5 batteries. Okay.
All right.
What you got to do is you have to have perseverance with DJI. Okay.
Yeah,
the one service ticket isn't going to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
But look, if you have any visual swelling, cracking, damage, any dents on it, bent terminals.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Or if you get an in-app prompt regarding your battery cell damage or over discharge, right away, put in that service ticket, get those batteries replaced. Okay. You know, the bug or no bug battery care is something that all of us have to deal with, right? Okay.
Right.
So, you know, you have to learn how to take care of your batteries. It's so easy that after you get done flying, you recharge your batteries. But that's only useful if you're going to fly immediately after you got done flying and recharge your batteries. Otherwise, you know, we fly on a Sunday and we go home and we recharge our batteries, and then we might not go out again until Friday or Saturday. That's not a good practice. Not a good practice at all. You know, and it's hard to be Johnny on the spot sometimes and always be ready with your drone. But you really shouldn't charge your batteries until shortly before you're going to fly, either the night before or the day of.
Or if you have that day of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, and the other thing is, it's tempting if we're out in big groups and we want to, you know, just continually fly and fly and fly. Never charge a hot battery. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, this is true.
You got to let batteries cool off.
They do have to cool down because of the chemical reaction inside of them. Yes, definitely.
And they don't cool down in your bag. Okay. That's another thing you got to keep in mind. If you have a bag with you, which we all do, we all travel heavy in this crew, right? You got a bag and you get done flying and you take a battery out, you drop it in your bag and you pull out a fresh battery out of your bag. And before you know it, you got 2 or 3 spent batteries in the bag. Those batteries are still generating heat. So it's best to take them out when you get done flying and put them on a cool surface or a surface that's shaded.
Definitely not in the sun.
Don't leave them in direct sunlight. You know, no matter how light gray the plastic is, it's still going to absorb energy from the sun. So, you know, it's if you don't do this, then your drone will likely at some point in time fall from the sky. Okay. Now, some of the ways people have dealt with the swollen batteries and, you know, and issues we've dealt with the Mavic 2s is they put a belly strap on the drone. So, you know, the battery configuration when you had the 2 clips on the side, and with the Mavic 2, those clips were actually plastic. The latest batteries, of course, you'll notice those clips are now metal.
Yes, yes, they are.
And what would happen with the Mavic 2 batteries is the battery would start to swell. As a result of that, it would push itself physically out of the space it was supposed to occupy. And both clips would go. And when the battery separates from the drone, it's much like a pilot
issue with the spark.
Well, it's much like a pilot ejecting from the aircraft. There's nobody there to fly the plane. Okay. In our case, there's no power to keep those rotors turning. And one thing our drones don't do that helicopters do, they do not rotate. I thought that was something they should have built into these drones, but there really isn't a mechanism for it. Okay. But imagine if your drone at some point could auto rotate it if it had a problem. And that would slow down the velocity.
Do that in FPV, Tom. If you raise your throttle up and you pull the throttle down to 0, they will keep spinning. I don't know if that's as close to auto rotate as you're going to get, but you can free fall and they will keep spinning in the same direction without force.
But if you lose power, you don't have that capability.
On
an FPV drone, right?
Exactly.
So that's something there's got to be an inertia sensor in there that with the barometer that can sense the rapid descent. But in FPV world, that would be detrimental to your ability to fly.
That means broken prop or something,
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what, Tom would also have to be able to store power of some sort, so is that
to auto rotate. Yeah, but you could do that with a capacitor.
Right.
Right.
That's
You could do
easy.
that with a capacitor inside the drone somewhere that always had that auxiliary power charge.
Mhm.
Okay. Which also is something they should consider as that alternative. You know, that would give you enough power if there was a loss of battery power, that would give you enough power to
Hey,
make a
Bob
controlled
Casey.
descent, you know?
So, hey, Rob, what's up, man?
Well, it would be wise.
What's
I'm
up,
I'm
Bob?
hoping that they incorporate this in these passenger drones.
Mhm.
You know, that would be really
Oh,
smart. If you
that
lose a
would
turbine,
probably
if you lose a
that probably
turbine of
would be.
4, you can still auto rotate and have control down to the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me
Now,
thinking
now
logically.
Rob from our piano, you know, sorry. He says Rob says he doesn't have the luxury of having discharged batteries. Well, again, then you got to be really careful with them, Rob. I mean, you know, you got to watch those batteries like a hawk if you're continually charging them. Remember, there's a finite number of cycles on the battery, right? The warranty on the batteries are now just went to
Mhm.
200 cycles.
Yeah.
So anything above that, you know, you're basically on your own. Now, a properly conditioned battery, you should be able to get probably 3 or 4 times that amount of cycles out of it.
Mhm.
But in your world, Rob, you better have packaged batteries ready to go at some point because you are taxing those batteries continually using them, and it's a luxury to have a bevy of batteries. I'm always one of those guys that usually with every drone I own 5 batteries. But then to carry around all those batteries just becomes a blast too. The only thing I'm happy with is, look, for the most part, the DJI batteries are safe batteries. They're intelligent batteries, and they're a heck of a lot safer than standard packs, that you often have to deal with in the FPV world. Okay. In the FPV world, you got to watch those batteries when you're charging them. I'm not saying charge a bunch of DJI batteries and leave the premise. I'm not saying that, but you definitely have to watch standard FPV packs much, much closer while charging than you do with DJI batteries.
Now,
And you
Tom,
have to have those. You have to have the bags too. You have to keep them in those bags, man.
on the
That's the only
DJI
safe place.
batteries,
Yeah.
even with the newer stuff, are they still recommending after 20 cycles the deep cell discharge?
You know what? I did not see that on the Air 2S or the Air 2.
Okay.
He says he has
Of
3 extra
course,
batteries at all times.
yeah. Well, it basically was that the battery will begin self-discharging. Now, I have found the DJI FPV drone is pretty effective at its self-discharging.
Mhm.
Okay. Even after a single day. Okay. And that's why if you charge the FPV batteries too far in advance, you're going to find out you have less than 75% power when you go to use them. Okay. And I'm talking about within 2 days. Okay.
Right.
Because I've noticed the DJI FPV battery will begin discharging, okay, self-discharging about the way I looked at it was, and I had actually made notations on it, about 12 to 14 hours
Okay.
after initial charge, that battery will start discharging. Now, I think that should be more around the 24-hour mark, but I've noticed it after about, when I charged the battery the day before around 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay.
Okay.
I'm already seeing the battery starting to discharge itself by 7, 8 o'clock the next morning. So, you gotta be careful. And of course, check them before you go out. Okay. And if you're fortunate to have an inverter in your motor vehicle, okay, that's a good source of power. But make sure it's a sine wave inverter. Okay. This way you're getting clean power through the charging process. Because a screwed up charger is definitely going to be a problem you're going to deal with at the drone level.
Okay. So now I had another FPV video, but it's a cinematic drone video. Now, I don't know if anyone is familiar with this guy, Ellis Van Jason. He happens to have a FPV video here where it's about 3 minutes and 18 seconds long.
Yes, but we have it cut to the main
3,001
part of the video.
Yeah, 3,121 foot plunge.
Yes, now
Tallest
I
waterfall.
want to say something. I watched this repeatedly over and over, and I say repeatedly like 4, 5, 6 times to try and figure out where he would be located to be that high and have his signal, but he was using a ground station.
Yeah, but also if you the news article I told you about earlier, guys, search CNN film school.
Mhm.
This is one of the ones highlighted in the film school. This one and also the pilot who flew the lava fields.
Mhm.
Okay, so
3,000 and what, Herman?
3,121 foot drop, plunge straight down.
Yes, in a waterfall. Of course, he has conformal coating and everything is waterproofed. But I must say, I've watched this video over and over and over again. I'm looking along the cliffs. I'm trying to see where this guy is, and I could not figure it out. But he's the man.
Oh, yeah.
He's the man for this dive. And to pull it off, the speeds he must have hit coming down also from 3,000 something feet. Because I know for a fact, I personally have dove a 15-story building and hit speeds of 60, 70 miles per hour before I knew it. So
I, look, Lawrence, I'm just going to put it out there. You'll never do this. And I'll tell you
no,
why.
you're right. But
because this guy had to hike hours to get into that vantage point. Okay.
Yeah,
exactly. If not days.
Look,
this mountainous area.
Look, I'll tell you right now, if you have a camera drone, you couldn't pull any of that off because you can't get up that high. Not if it's a DJI camera drone. You can get up to 1,640 feet.
Hey, Copper State.
Right.
If you have a cliff like this, that's 3,000 feet. Well, you know what you're going to need to do is climb to the top of it in order to fly it.
And then go down.
You can fly down further than 1,640 feet.
Yes.
You can't fly up higher than 1,640 feet.
I do get that. I do get it. But still, it dawned on me he would have to have a ground station at some point.
No, I don't know that he did in this case. I think, look, you know the technology better than I do when it comes to the FPV stuff, but there's you have some good penetrating. Remember, there's no other signals out here either.
This is true.
He's not battling with
nothing to block him either.
There's nothing. There's no Wi-Fi interference unless he brings it himself, right? So, that's why these places are awesome to fly. But if you have a DJI flyer and it requires cellular access in order for you to fly, you might have problems in these areas.
Yeah,
that was public safety.
This is true. This is true. But I put the link so you can watch the full video in the chat. I highly suggest you do because it's just spectacular. Hey, what's up, Drone Therapy? How are you? Welcome.
Tom, he may not have been
welcome to the chat also. And I put that link there because
compliant in the future.
The footage is
it might be difficult. Yeah, but luckily, if you're flying in Venezuela, you don't have to deal with the FAA. Okay,
this is true.
This is true.
I was saying that you have to watch the video full length because to understand, like you said, it may have taken them days to get there, to get to that vantage point. With camping out, etc. There are no rest stops, and there are no restaurants you can stop or hotel rooms. You're out there in Venezuela. You
got to bring it with you.
The hell you are.
Whatever you want, you got to bring with you.
Yes,
and this guy even said, and remember, he's flying this full FPV. He's got goggles on, right? He said the ants, were crawling all over him during this, into his nostrils, into his ears. They were like, oh, something else to explore.
Well, he's got to remember that he's in there.
And of course, Venezuelan ants. Okay.
Yeah,
Or
right.
not the ants you and I are used to. Okay, those bait traps ain't working on these guys.
This is true. This is true.
There's stuff out there that could have picked him up and moved him over.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason I'd never do it. Freaking bugs.
Doesn't walk away with him while he's standing there flying.
That's right. Stealing your gear in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Carrying
You wake up and go, what
with me.
FPV drone?
Well,
It was carried off.
there was a few things out there that I saw, and I was wondering because Lawrence did a story. He mentioned the Dixie fires and the drone that was flying during the beginning of the Dixie fires.
Yes.
And it comes down now to a big thing here where there's an update where what was it? PG&E
Yes.
denies flying drone during the Dixie fire. So they're saying that none of their employees, no one from their utility was
Were
flying a
flying
drone, or
during-
any of the contractors or people contracted by them were flying a drone during these fires.
And
when
they
they
did
began-
have 2 drone pilots up in the air, but one was in Butte or Butte and Pluma counties, which was nowhere near the Dixie fires. And
Right.
both of them were completed approximately by 12:30 p.m. So the fact that PG&E came up, Herman, and said this, they need to find who that was. At first, it was rumored that
Well,
PG&E
it's not up to them to
drones
find
in the
out
air,
who it was.
but they confirmed that it wasn't them.
It's not up to them to find out who it was. They claim that, and from what they're saying with them, they, like I said, they issued in a court. This is in a court filing that no employee of theirs or contractors of theirs were flying during that time in that area.
Right. Well, it's good to hear. I mean, to be honest, that'd be kind of messed up. If they
Well,
would
they
have
also provided proof, guys, that that the tree, they showed the tree
Leonard.
that fell across the electrical line. Okay, that was supposed to be the cause of the Dixie fire. Okay, now here's part of the problem. Okay, it was reported that there was approximately a 5-acre burn that had occurred. And as a result of a drone being sensed aloft, the water drops, the aerial water drops had to be suspended. And that allowed the fire to go from 5 acres to over 200 acres overnight.
Right.
Okay. And now as a result, they're saying as a result,
largest?
well, yeah, it's largest in state. And right now it's only 30% contained. Okay.
Well, we've already experienced the smoke and everything here on the East Coast from the West Coast.
So we'll continue to experience it over a matter of about another month and a half, 2 months, probably upwards of 2 or 3 days after containment. Okay. But I'm saying probably another 6 to 8 weeks, because that's the amount of time it'll probably take to contain this fire.
So it must be really bad in the remote, in the immediate area of those fires, because if we're seeing it out here,
it's extremely difficult.
Here.
Yeah. And the other thing you have to remember is that smoke is combustible, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Smoke can catch fire. Mm-hmm. It's the easiest way for me to put it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to say it, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's more likely that they're going to have to set up. I mean, it's just a constant fight to set up fire breaks and to try to get ahead of it.
What?
And because of the terrain,
no, I'm gonna have to.
It's hard to get ahead of these things. Like you don't have the ability to put smoke jumpers, on a ravine to stop it because they might not be able to get up to the ravine, or they might not be able to escape the ravine. I mean, look at the number of firefighters, smoke jumpers we lost out of, Prescott, Arizona. The fire overtook them. So, this is, it's a fine line. I mean, would a drone actually cause a problem? In commercial aviation, normal air transport aviation, the risk is so low. But in firefighting operations, remember that these aircraft come very, very low in order to get the right dispersion fields dropped.
Yes.
Right. So, having a drone that could possibly, the likelihood of it hitting the mark, an engine intake, while slim, still poses a risk, right? So that's why they ground operations. That's why there's always discussion about it. You have a situation there that, you got lives at stake on the ground, right? These water dispersion areas are set up because they're not only set up to try to drench the fire area, but they're also set up to give the firefighters on the ground an advantage of time. Okay. And when that can occur, you have situations like the one I had mentioned earlier in Prescott, where it was a flashover. The firefighters couldn't escape it. Okay. They basically huddled together and knew they were going to die. But that's part of the job that they do. Nobody goes out there to die. And that's why it's also important that we protect them and we limit, at least, look, this is a major company, PSE&G, so I would tend to believe that they got their record straight and it wasn't necessarily them. So if there was a drone up in the sky,
I have full confidence in them.
It could have been a curiosity seeker. It could have been somebody with a consumer drone, right? And that's why the message has to be, stay the F away. This is, watch it on TV, okay?
Let someone
you are putting lives at risk just to get your little bit of curiosity satisfied. Please don't do it. There's people on the other end of this process, okay? Very dedicated and brave individuals that leave it all out there, every time they go into those situations. Don't make it harder on them.
It's a matter of thinking about human lives and everyone else involved. You wouldn't think that a 3.5 pound piece of plastic could cause harm. Well, it did. Look how big that fire is now because of that. Until we find out who it is, I'm suspect.
Look, we in this community think about each other, right? We always talk about this, and it's exhibited, in our meetups and in our discussions. We're always out there sharing, right? Okay. Why? It's a sense of community. Well, why not have community or societal responsibility also? Okay. We talk about it with this, we talk about it with vaccines, we talk about it with a lot of things. Hey, whatever happened to the point in time where you cared about your fellow man? Okay. I don't want to see that go away. That's what we're talking about here. A little bit of common sense. Okay. I know it's hard to come by these days, but a little bit of common sense, a little bit of compassion, will make your decision making a little more sound. We always talk about fly safe, be safe. That's what we're talking about here. So yes, I believe PSE&G has their act together, knows where they were flying, at what time they were flying. They have contractors, they have liability, they have
of course
insurance premiums that they have to pay. So I do agree that it was probably not them,
and that's what they needed to do.
But I think it was somebody with a drone threw it up there, trying to get their shots of the fire. Okay, probably limited skill set. And
I'm more than sure of it, Tom, because we had it happen here in New York. Hey, Drones 863.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
We've had it happen here in New York where people were flying drones during fires, and it does hinder them. If they were about to go up in the air with the drone, They can't now because it's reported that there's a drone over there that they have no communication with.
Yeah, we right.
Right, exactly.
So
There's no communication. You don't know what he's doing. But even when an incident like what we're talking, you have these water spreaders that drop waters. If I can't get that in there because there's this drone that's peeking around. What am I doing?
yeah, you don't want to put your crew at risk, okay? And you don't want to think about now an aircraft that does get involved, okay, in an incident overhead, carrying, a considerable amount of weight in water, and it has an incident. A, it might not be able to drop the water in time, and B, not only does it have water on board, it's got fuel on board. And since it's a low-flying aircraft of considerable size, the time to impact or time to decision prior to impact is very, very narrow there. So a pilot that has to ditch a plane in a forest fire during a forest fire it's not going to be a good situation, or for members that might be operating on the ground. So come on, use common sense. That's not the time to put your drone up. Okay, go fly at your kid's soccer game. You'll get better shots there. And plus, most people don't know how to photograph fires anyway, so
Hey, did you guys see those? Well, it's on Facebook. I saw a few of them.
by the way, I'm sorry, Herman. Before you go on, I posted the CNN film school article up on those guys' Facebook page. Okay, if you want to see that, that's where we'll post a lot of this stuff is up there.
Okay. Well, they had Roger Palooza this weekend, and a bunch of those guys met up in Canada to go hang out and fly. Asgard actually has a pretty good video that's out highlighting the.
I haven't checked it yet.
But
if you check it out, definitely drop it up on those guys' Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't see. Well, I'll ask him why he didn't post it there, but I'm going to go check it out.
No, you can watch it and you
fly
can
over
share
any
it.
first responders. Bob Casey, you're 100% right.
Thank
and
you,
if
Bob.
it were that easy, maybe the Dixie fire would not have.
Also, you raised the point, Lawrence, about here that if there's another drone up, that we have to put our drones down, and there's a reason for that, right? We have a motto. Do no harm, right? So just like doctors, nurses, EMTs, paramedics, right? Same thing. First responders, your motto is do no harm.
Right.
So what you don't want to do,
Tom, I did a story Sunday on how the Dixie fire, they were saying you can get, if you're caught, you will be fined, whether you knew about it or not. Whether you're supposed to be flying there is up to $20,000, and different state for hindering any government, law enforcement, or emergency services.
Right. Ignorance is no defense.
That most states do have some kind of.
There are laws on the books just about in every state.
Right, so, laws pertaining to that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's look.
It just shouldn't be done. Man.
You put your drone down because you can't communicate with the other drone. And you don't know what actions the other drone is going to take. And if that drone hits your drone,
if too many guys are in the air and I don't know who's doing what, I won't go up.
So let's see. You made me think about the helicopter incident again. Don't go there.
But you got for the flashback, Tom. I apologize.
Yeah, PTSD, dude. Okay.
Yeah. I've had my share.
Lawrence is incoming.
So Bob Casey says, how many O's in
Palooza?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, last year Roger Palooza was good. Val and
the year before,
Mark went up there. Corey Mano lives up there also, but this year I did hear that Hugh went, and I've seen a little footage. I saw Furball Kim. He did some FPV flying. He put out a video. I have not seen Hugh's video up there, but I did see a Facebook picture. It looked like Mark went again, Centroid.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to see that footage, guys, instead of holding on to it. Put that footage in those guys and let us check it out as well. I mean, I'm only in 500,000 groups as it is. At least that's what it feels like, you know?
Oh, over 100.
Yeah, well over 100, easy.
Over
And
100.
well over 100, easy. In fact, I'm slowly considering converting my Facebook page to just a drone page because I other than
That's the only
family
thing going on
members,
there?
well, other than family members, everyone that I have now is built friends or drone pilots. And I get more support from and likes from them than I do family members and relatives. So I might as well turn it to a damn drone page.
That's what it's becoming.
And yeah, that's what it's becoming. I'm getting hit up by people from internationally. I'm like, wait a minute, let me go check out their page. Then I find out they fly drones and they're finding me on other social media and stuff like that. So it's slowly growing between that, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't even mess with. I just respond to comments on
What do you
Twitter.
got up on TikTok? You doing some gold digger videos up on TikTok? What are you doing?
I'm not doing no damn gold digger videos, Tom. Just stop it. That's
on Facebook Watch.
Yeah,
what happened.
He means on
Facebook Watch. I mean, I can't. Yeah, right after seeing somebody's video, the next thing I get is a gold digger video. Like,
Yeah,
where
see,
did that
those
wind
are
up in my
hilarious.
favorites? Okay,
Those
they are pretty
hilarious.
funny though. They are pretty funny. Okay.
No, they are entertaining. I will admit that. But the
Yeah,
drone
see, you got
community on
two things to
TikTok
put
is
on your-
very, very big.
on your
Yeah,
bucket
no,
list.
had
it's
no
getting
idea.
it's huge everywhere now. It's
Thanks,
well, at
Bob
least in our
Casey.
circle, it is. Yeah.
I had no
Lawrence?
idea the drone community on TikTok was so large. In
There goes
fact, I have
two
a better
things for your
following
bucket
on
list,
there than I
Lawrence.
do on Instagram.
A one-shot video and a gold digger video.
You need to work on it. You need to work
I
on
want to
it.
see the behind the scenes on the gold digger video, though. Okay, please. Where's that? Okay.
That's what it is, Tom.
Yeah.
The
Hey guys,
behind the scenes is
I
what-
actually have to bounce off. I gotta like
Okay.
run out at 6:30. But
Okay, man, not a problem.
Always a
Did you do
pleasure.
your Tom's
Coming in.
tip for the day?
well, look. Tom's tips is don't do stupid
Hold on,
shit.
hold on,
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah.
Now, time for Tom's tips.
Okay. This is gonna be a short one. Don't do stupid shit because it impacts
Dude,
me.
I pressed
it
the
impacts
sound
him.
effect.
It
I'm
impacts
hoping they
him.
heard it because you
Okay.
guys didn't.
No, we didn't hear it.
They didn't
We
hear
didn't
it.
hear it.
I
Okay.
know.
Oh,
It
Lawrence
doesn't
is
work.
bringing some production value into the
I'm
game.
trying. I'm trying here, man.
Look, guys, always a pleasure.
Okay.
Sundays have been difficult, Lawrence. I'm sorry. But whenever I can jump in, I definitely will. Okay.
Not a problem.
Right here.
Not a problem.
Just remember when I'm out in Vegas, this is like 2:00 in the afternoon, dudes. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay.
Okay.
It's you might get in the way of my blue plate special discounts at the diner. Okay. So I'm going to go into that senior mode real soon. Okay.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Okay, guys. With that, peace
right,
and
Tom.
love. Everybody fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see
You
you
too,
all.
Tom.
Okay. And like I said, if you guys have anything to share with us, drop it up on those guys' Facebook page too.
Yeah, definitely. What's up,
We
Mike?
all drop our videos up there. When we drop our videos on YouTube, we always drop them up to those guys as well. So, if you want to see what any of us are up to, we're up there. Okay, guys. Peace
All right.
out, man.
All right,
Have a good
Tom.
one.
Have a great
All right,
evening,
Tom.
man. Thanks.
Take care.
All right. Oh,
Okay.
I have to fix that sound thing, man, because I had it queued up and everything. I was
It's really
waiting for
getting
Tom's
to
tip time, and I pressed the button, and
Uh-huh.
they said they heard it before, so I don't know if they heard that time.
Well,
I
I
don't
hear
know.
it through your microphone.
You hear it through my damn mic.
Yeah.
But if I mute my mic,
I don't hear it.
you guys hear anything after I mute my mic? I'm gonna count to 3 again. I'm gonna press all of the sound bit buttons. If nobody hears anything, I guess it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. All right, I guess nobody hears nothing. All right, I tried. I'm gonna have to fix. Yeah, thanks again. Well, I know you can't hear, Herman. I'm gonna have to try and fix it. I have it. You didn't hear it on your end, right? Okay.
Ooh, yelling.
Now I have it set up. Now this is strange, Herman, because if I can share the screen real quick, I'll show you. This is what I'm using.
Mhm.
My mixer, right? Now this is me on the left. When you talk, this is you, Herman. Say something.
Something.
That's you right there. And it's my sound effects also. So when I press this button, it's going out through the output here. You guys should be able to hear this. Seagulls, slot machines, any buttons that I'm pressing
Well,
here,
if
you
you
should
need
be able to hear. But
Another channel.
I don't get it. I'll figure it out. I'll have it figured out by next week. Who the hell knows? It is what it is. Tech support will be home soon. Oh, Scott, they were saying you should ask your nephew tech support. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. I will get this shit working right eventually. And I had it pretty set up. I had a little sub menu set up.
You know what you can do, Lawrence?
What's that?
You go over to B&H, right? And tell them what you got, what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And they got people out there that know exactly what you got to do.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that. Let them know I have a stream deck and what I'm using for audio interface, which is the voice meter banana.
Yeah.
And you're right. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to make a trip there because I gotta figure this
they
out.
have on that voice meter?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. OBS. What happened?
What other fruit do they have on that voice meter?
They have banana, something. Wait. It's regular voice meter, banana, some I don't know, onion, some other shit. Who knows? I know the onion's not a fruit, but they have a few other ones. I may need to upgrade. He heard a drone 86863 said he heard about as much as Helen Keller. So that's bad. Yeah, I get it, man. I have it set up here. I just have to figure out how to get the sound out through this audio interface. That's all. Yeah. And because I'm running it through OBS, now OBS, as I talk now,
now you say you're running it through OBS. What did you?
Yes, I am. Yes.
You created a scene in OBS for it.
I see you moving across, and if I try to let's hit audio mixer. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's hit
across.
The booze booing. See, that's what it is. I don't see it moving on here. Yeah, I got it. So it's not coming. It's not coming out through OBS. All right.
So it's not going through OBS. So it's not playing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know how they have the VU meters. There's no VU meter for that. So I'm gonna.
I know what was happening.
You know
you
what?
just gotta set it up the right way to get that to happen.
I just figured out what it was.
So play it.
I think I figured out what it is. Hold on 1 second. Let me go right here.
Hit the button.
Do settings automatically. Audio. Mic auxiliary disabled. Ah, see. Let's disable it and then let's put it back on virtual cable and watch me lose all my audio.
Just hit the button.
Hold on. Let me hit apply. Hit OK. I probably have to restart this, but let's try it again.
No.
Let's see.
No.
All right, I give up. I don't have it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Mic auxiliary. Hold on. Now I have me. So you guys should have heard that.
Nope. Just through your microphone. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I muted myself. No,
Yeah.
my nephew said he heard it. My nephew said he heard it. So
because he's in there with you.
my mic, yeah. If he muted it, he heard something. So do it again. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic. 3. There's a 10-second delay, so I'm waiting to see if he hears anything on that end. If not, to hell with it. I give up.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there's like a 10-second delay. You haven't heard, you didn't hear anything. Yeah. All right. It is what it is.
Because it ain't working.
Yeah, let's get back. All right. To hell with it.
Working.
Only thing it's good for is making me disappear.
Now, Lawrence,
Yeah.
you're familiar with this company, Boston Dynamics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But are you familiar with the Atlas robots?
Until you showed me the video, I remember seeing an old clip of their first version of their Atlas robot. Well, this seems to be the advanced one.
Well, Atlas robot works its way through what they call a parkour course. Boston Dynamics humanoid bot Atlas continues to impress. Now, this video dropped this week with 2 Atlas robots navigating a complex obstacle course. And
Right.
you see, like they have those things like that, like some of those, like the American Ninja Warrior joint. Yeah. This the Beetle bot runs a series of plywood panels on over gaps and a balance beam in this video.
Right. They're just
So
showing
now
them jumping
they
over
also, not to get too up, or they also do what is a synchronized backflip. Now watch this. This is
and
crazy.
stick it.
And
they
land with no problem. Where will this be next?
Well, this is what's really scary about it. Now I copied a link so that people can watch it with the sound and actually hear how heavy the robots are and everything. But what's funny about this is Boston
pretty light on their feet, though,
because this Atlas goes along with their other. They have one called Spot, Stretch, and Pick. Now those are the 4-legged versions. One can stretch through things. Spot is more like a dog with a camera, and then Pick is the one that can actually open locks and pick locks. So the fact that they are doing this kind of stuff scares the hell out of me, because next, they're going to try and weaponize one.
Well,
and
fully speaking, I think that they have more thoughts of other things than that. I mean, we're slowly going away from men fighting on the ground in warfare, but this, for something like that, it may be a little late in the game, but I think that they have their eyes on something else, more so like maybe even combining this with human ability, and these things doing other jobs later on in the future, whereas you don't have to send human into harm's way to get these jobs done. That's what I think that they're thinking.
They are. No, not right. I agree with you 100% on that.
The idea of Captain America is still something on, that they would love.
Yeah. But now you can get a robot to go into a radioactive area and not worry about killing a person to seal something. There's a famous Star Trek movie where Captain Kirk, the ship gets messed up, and I think this is where Spock gets infected and dies during the Star Trek series, the modern one, and he goes into the reactor and he dies there. They could have sent a robot in. Plain and simple. You don't have to worry about these
And
things.
they
You
didn't
think
have one back then.
you think a roof is going to collapse or a building's going to collapse? You send a robot in with a fire hose to rescue a person. So I see it going as being as drones for good and stuff like that. That's what's up. But like I said, unfortunately, they will eventually weaponize it if the government already doesn't have some already. Not through Boston Dynamics, but
like I said,
they do their own stuff, you know.
well, like I said, there's a reason for everything, and these can be modified to something like that. Like I said, fighting on the ground in wars and warfare like that is slowly disappearing.
True.
You know, I don't see why something like this. I mean, I don't know how fast it could ever run.
Well, yes, you
See
want
what I'm
to,
saying?
yeah.
To actually replace a human being, how nimble, you know, how is you know, how the
Hey, Angie.
twitch muscles. I don't know how much this can ever be, but it could even help in law enforcement. You know, you don't have to have. You can have this thing stand in that area all damn day.
Yep. And anything that comes out the whole
police to be there when it's necessary.
Right. Right. Could you imagine one of those standing in the area, surveilling an area, not worrying about getting tired, not having to take a donut break, not having to go get coffee, not having to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, true. I mean, you just got to teach it how to harass everyone and then it's be fine.
I don't think you go that far.
No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, and you can have this thing, even as security, move up and down places that you really wouldn't have a human
between at Boston, right?
Or
but,
you know, especially at night. We talk about these drones in the box and surveillance and stuff like that.
I was just getting ready to mention that.
One of these could be on the ground.
Right. The drone in a box sees them and they launch one of these robots from wherever he is to go investigate and get a closer look. And also give him a very long stick to whack someone with.
One of these things could be on the ground, or two of them, surveilling the ground area, looking into places.
Could you imagine trying to get away from one of those things and it's doing like parkour and shit behind you while you're running? That would be funny, yo. Seriously, that would be funny. I agree with you, drones 863. They are pretty fast and they don't run out of oxygen. The blood start getting thin and get lightheaded. They just keep running and running. You're running somewhere and this thing is doing parkour behind you, trying to intercept you. And then you turn around and look and there's one standing in front of you. That would scare the hell out of
your head and lands in front of you. Yeah.
Then he'd whack you on your head with the stick. No. And drag you in. Boston Dynamics works with DARPA on a lot of projects. Let's see, I had no idea about that.
What happened?
The Drones 863 says Boston Dynamics works with DARPA on a lot of projects. I could imagine because
I'm almost positive of that, but I just
remember
a lot of these systems can be adapted for whatever you need it for.
Yeah, yeah. But you remember
the police just recently used one of those little doggy things
in New York. I was just going to mention
to go and So like I said, they can be adapted to work for whatever needs whatever application you might need it for. It's like there's one solution, but there's many different, applications of it.
Listen, you could send that sucker to Stop and Shop to pick up your stuff and bring it back. There are a lot of implications that you can use that robot for. I see a lot of stuff. Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer, thank you much, man. We appreciate it. I know you guys got to start getting ready for your stream.
But it's funny, Lawrence, you can have something like that. You talk about it going and doing your grocery shopping, but if you can see what he's seeing,
and
tell him don't bring that wrinkled fruit back. No, not that one.
Recovery One says I saw the dog robot in the movie Blackout on Amazon Prime and the other day. Well, yes, they are putting them in movies. They are making them do stuff. They have three versions of Spot. They have one that has a camera, microphone, speaker. Then they have one called Pick, that the head is actually, it can open doorknobs for the other robots and pick locks, if not rip the whole lock out itself. And then they have another, then they have another one that's specifically for surveillance.
Well, you get Atlas to just kick the damn door down.
True. That's true, right? Parkour right through through that damn thing. Can you imagine?
Just kick the damn door down and
The parkour straight through the door.
team come running through.
Dive in through the window, hit a 1-point landing, and point a gun at you.
Yeah, you get a couple of million of these made up, and you can have added to your army.
I can see them helping the elderly and stuff. You know, the person needs to go, go take care of some personal business or whatever. And I can see Atlas.
They're not going to spend that money on Atlas for Atlas to go and help the elderly.
Well, it will be interesting to see how and what they do.
Possible, but they won't.
Mm.
They'll spend the money on Atlas to do something in police work or military, but not to help the elderly across the street.
Yeah, not to help the old lady, right?
Not to help with that. There's no money in there.
Not to help the old lady, not to go in and shut down the nuclear reactor.
There's no money in that.
Yeah.
No,
hanging in there.
There's other things.
Oh, Angie's off the next couple of days, but it's raining now down there. Hey, Baba. Well, Angie says she's off the next couple of days, but it's rain is messing up her flight time. What's up, Baba Ho? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. For those of you who don't know, Herman, I needed to, well, I guess it's an excuse, but I needed something to work on.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, I was bored, man. You know what? I am happy that all of the drones I have are flying, and I haven't had any issues with them.
So you need
I need something to work on, and this is my next project, man. This will keep me busy for a while because I won't be able to build it. I won't. What's that? I won't be able to build it right away. I have to do it over time now. I am robot artificial intelligence is larger threat to the human race, even more so than nuclear war. Well, Rob C., that is very true. If you have remembered, the Asians, I forget where in China, remember they built that robot head, the bust? Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to be a supercomputer. Well, supposedly they let this robot have a conversation with Watson. Now, I don't know if it was programmed in to be funny or whatever, but the robots were talking about how boring we were and how limited we are.
Well, that is something that was done by man, but as far as what Rob is saying, in more ways than one, because for some small portion of the population, and we teach each other how to do these things, whereas that we as human beings have a tendency to give up.
True.
And give it to something else to do it for us.
Hey, Newfound.
And that's where this will come right in there and get it done, because we have a tendency to do that. We have a habit of teaching.
I'm trying to make something do something.
Giving up.
Yeah. If you can get someone to
do
then
something. The craziest thing that we can ever keep the notion in our head is that the problem with artificial intelligence is man. Man is the one that's trying to implement the artificial intelligence into the world. So the artificial intelligence is always going to be the problem.
I would agree with that.
Man has to figure out how the artificial intelligence can work with man, not the other way around.
Well, Boston Dynamics, I know they are doing big things. I like the fact that they, right now they're on their fourth robot. They have Atlas, the humanoid bot. They have Spot, like I said, which is surveillance and I guess hostage situation set up. And then they have Stretch. It's some drone that can, it's four-legged drone that can stretch and reach out and pick things up. And well, there's Pick.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see if I can find some links for all of this stuff while
Some
we're
links
talking about it. To see if there's any
Oh, the
videos
robots?
on it. Yeah.
There's tons of videos on them. Oh, a whole lot.
Oh yeah, Pick is the one that picks up boxes and carries them, and yeah, okay. Pick is the one that they were abusing. No, I'm sorry. Pick, it's a Pick Boston Dynamic Pick system. If you want me to share it, I will. Just give me a second to get past the commercial. Okay, hold on a second. But this is Pick. I was under the impression that it was a different, the one that opened the door was called that. Hold on a second, I'll share this real quick. But this is Boston Dynamics robot Pick. They're talking about using these things for loading and unloading trucks. So it can pick up various boxes and stuff like that, different sizes. It doesn't matter. You can take this robot here and put it on a loading dock, and it should be able to unload pallets at a time. And dude better move or he gets picked up by the head. And I'm sure he works for them. I'm sure he works for them to make sure. But Boston Dynamics is not just making dog robots and stuff like that. If I go back here, yeah, industrial robots is what they do. Like you said, they have a ton of robots out there. This is Stretch. Here we go. This one here, I did see. He's can reach places that other robots can't. As to how all of this is done, I have no idea. You know, it's a lot of programming, coding, I'm sure, but the thing can actually open boxes and do all of this stuff. Could you imagine? They start unloading themselves, Herman?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine? But this is Stretch.
That's when they've gone too
from
far.
Boston Robotics, and he uses suction to open boxes and pick things up, and they do communicate with each other to keep from bumping into each other, etc. So Boston Dynamics is doing a lot of big things. If you want to check them out, go to just YouTube Boston Dynamics, and everything that they're doing robot wise is on there.
The one that the robot they have at Stop and Shop, I want to surround them with shopping carts.
Marty? Oh, the one at Stop and Shop is named Marty, thanks to tech support here. My tech support has that roving reporter info for, he used to be an employee there.
I want to surround them with shopping carts.
Before you see how he gets out.
Yeah.
A little foot will come out and kick it out the way. Who knows? Could you imagine?
He would just sit there and beep his horn.
Uh-huh. He probably call the store and say, could you move the carts?
Yeah.
There's a cart pile up in aisle 9. Could you please?
You probably hear it on the announcement, yeah.
Those of you who don't know who Marty is, he's a robot
with shopping
travels
carts.
around Stop and Shop, and when the stock gets low, he'll actually go to the aisle and take a picture and do inventory. He orders. What does he do? Hold on.
And report the cleanups.
Oh, he's supposed to be for spills.
Yeah.
My tech support tells me. Are you
Cleanup.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you serious? I thought he was doing inventory and stuff. Right? We should put like 2 rows of shopping carts around him now, just for that.
So he can't get to the spill?
He can't get back to his charging station. That's why. I thought he did
dead in the middle of the produce aisle because he can't get around the 4 shopping carts.
Hey, Angie, what are you going to do for your next few days? Being that you can't fly. I mean, a silly question, but
And y'all too far from each other to hang out.
No need to fear at this time. Only self-aware AI is created. You know, it's sad to say, but yeah, when they do that, well, you got to think about it. If it's artificial intelligence, when does it become self-aware? There's the question. And if it does become self-aware, will it tell us? You know, these things that make you go, It's because artificial intelligence is supposed to learn, right? And get smarter as it learns. So
hopefully,
at some time and point, it would have to become aware of itself. It has to know that it exists. I don't know, might go do some hiking, I guess, if it's not too wet. Well, I hope it dries up for you so you can go out and do some flying. I did see something on Instagram you posted, a storm or something. That was a really nice picture. So keep the pictures coming.
And you keep posting with you all the time and your camera. Find a moment to get it up.
Exactly. And see, no misogynistic humor here. I'm just saying. It's almost that time, but not quite yet. Don't forget to check out Johnny Drone Flyer and Ray Kelly, the Fly for Fun show. I know they're having Adrian Mateo and Gary, someone, I think the Gary is from Rhode Island. I don't remember his last name, but they're having 2 guests on tonight. Unfortunately, I'm binge watching, running, hiking, and working on the website, but I did get a new bottle of whiskey, so that's all set.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So the party's at Angie's house tonight.
There we go. Ice. You're in Texas.
And you're mixing.
If you're in Texas and you got a shot glass, Angie's pouring. Think of Tesla, how it makes a decision if you are cut off by a school bus full of full of children. Will it avoid the bus to save the children or send you into a divider to sacrifice you? Or into a truck of chickens?
That's a good question because he doesn't know which either one of them are. Just sees an object.
Yeah, that's funny. That may be, that's a good question there.
But if it's done by an insurance company, if it has anything to do with an insurance company, you take out the driver that caused the accident instead of swerving to hurt other people.
Angie said, come on over. She's pouring drinks.
Okay, so if you're in Angie's area in Texas.
If you're in Angie's area in Texas, she's got a new bottle of whiskey. Just should bring your own shot glass, you know, COVID. Bring your own shot glass.
Bring your own shot glass, COVID.
Yeah.
Bring your own ice, COVID.
I'm going to invite you over to dinner. If you pull out a bag and you pull your dinner out and say, I'm here to eat dinner, COVID.
Bring out your own utensils, COVID.
Yeah, for real.
That's what you're doing now? There's soap and water.
Well, listen. I'm gonna fix this audio issue, Herman. I'm gonna fix it. I need to, but I did find out, I believe once I stopped OBS, I can't do it now because I'm broadcasting, but once I stop OBS, if I play a sound.
I have a question for you, Lawrence.
What?
You're coming this way tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna go order those t-shirts.
Okay. I'll get there by 10 o'clock. That's cool. We have some Those Guys merch coming. I kept saying Merc. My tech support let me know that merking is completely different from merch. So now I stress the word merch, but we're getting some Those Guys merch. Yeah, I kept saying we're getting some Those Guys merc. Those guys are getting some merc. Yeah, he says I've been saying it for 2 weeks. So
stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have some stuff made up. Definitely.
We're getting some stuff.
Yes, Newfound Drone says nice.
Newfound Drones.
Yes, not merchandise. Merch. I got it. Merchandise.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure everyone has their own merch on their channels and stuff. I'm guessing you could be one of those guys also. Wear the hat, nice. Definitely need some merch. Rhode Island Drone Guy is definitely down. Which, by the way, everyone, he won a skin that I gave away last week. Last week on your stream.
Yeah,
We did it Wednesday. And he did receive it I mailed it out that Thursday. He received it Monday. And congratulations. I'm glad you did receive the skin that you won. Okay. I would just love to see it on your bird. Like I said, they're very good. Decals are very good. Make sure the surface is dry, and you could put the skin down and peel it up 2 or 3 times to straighten it out if you have to. Just take your time. In fact, I gave him, Herman, the instructions because they sent Decal Girl. They did something real bad. They sent both decals in one package, which is okay, but they sent only one set of instructions.
So all you got to do.
I took a picture of it.
Right. Oh,
yeah. I took a picture of it, but I put it together without the picture. But I did send it to Rhode Island Drone Guy, just so to make sure. Yeah, thank you for participating. His answer said that Herman does sound like Cleveland sometimes. Remember, Ken Herron was like, I forget what Ken Herron was saying, but you wind up winning, Herman, and Rhode Island Drone Guy. Ken Herron picked Rhode Island Drone Guy.
Oh, so like no Cleveland.
Well, if I could get my soundboard working right, then you could have all of this stuff. I don't understand.
And you want to help me set up mine.
I don't know what it is, man, but I will figure it out. Trust me.
I got you.
I think I have to restart. See, desktop audio, right? I hit that.
That might be the case, but you know what you can do? Since what?
No, go ahead.
You know, since the show is almost over, when it is over, you can always leave and come back and we'll see if it works.
That's true too. But I'm gonna go eat dinner. I don't care. I'm disgusted. I wanted to do it during Tom's I wanted to do it during Tom's tips. I had the button queued up, you know, and I'd say we're going to Tom's tips, and I hit the button, it makes the sound, and he starts his tips like he usually does, but that was a big fail. Until next week. Until next week.
All right.
Now my tech guy is the sound effect guy in the background.
What is he doing?
Making sound effects back there.
Oh.
Yeah. But Rhode Island Drone Guy, I want to see pictures. I want you to post them in the Rhode Island Drone group. I want you to post them in those guys' group, you know. Yes, thank you much, man. Thank you very, very much. And
please,
like I said, until we get Herman monetized, I will be posting that randomly and throughout the live streams. And tomorrow when I come over, Herman, we're gonna look and see how many hours you have.
Where'd you go, Gary? Where'd you go?
Yeah, where'd you go, right?
That was a long bathroom break.
In 3 minutes, they're going to be starting the Fly for Fun stream anyway, Fly for Fun show anyway. So,
so when you guys go over there, make sure you let them know that we sent you on over.
Yes, please do. Please do. Rhode Island Drone Guy, go support Brant, Ariels, all of you, Angie, go by and please support their channel. I know you guys do, but go by and do it for us anyway. I won't be able to make it there because I will be eating dinner. And then I'm binge watching Money Heist because I'm on the final season and the new season starts next month. So I'm trying to catch up to that. I usually don't, I've never binge watched before. This is the first time for me. I can't do it like 6, 8 hours, 4 days at a time. Like
No?
some people, it takes 2 days to watch Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but I can't take 2 days to watch it.
Well, my sister did that. Went through all and sat there for 2 days watching it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I was like,
Get up to
wow.
get food and use the bathroom
And go back to watching.
yeah.
Okay, I guess you could do something like that on a Blizzard. Oh, he had got a call from family. Got to get Tom's tips. There you go. There you go. Are we ready to get out of here, man?
Yeah, well, it's about that time, and I guess we'll be back again on Sunday, right?
Yes, God willing, yes.
Well, you know, after today, I get busy with the football. It started on Sunday, so I don't know how much they've been missing my presence, but I'll be there. I'll be
Okay.
there. Starting tomorrow.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm coming out there
you
tomorrow.
may not
so
see me much, but
I'll be there at 10.
I'll work around. I'll work it around. I'll make it happen.
All right. Well, I'll see you at 10. I'll probably
Yeah, I'll
speak
be
to
there.
you before the night is out anyway.
Yes.
All right.
So I guess everybody make sure you get on over there and check out the Fly for Fun show with Ray Kelly and Johnny Joan Flyer. Make sure you go on over there and tell them that we sent you. And I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.